The Butcher of Plainfield. The story of Ed Gein. A small, quiet town. Plainfield, Wisconsin. Nothing ever happened here. Until one day. The police walked into a house straight out of a nightmare. Furniture made of human skin. Skulls turned into bowls. A human mask stitched together. And in the middle of it all, one man stood smiling. His name was Ed Gein. And he would inspire the most terrifying horror movies of all time. Born in 1906, he grew up with a mother who controlled his every move. She taught him that women were evil. That the world was full of sin. That he should never trust anyone but her. When she died, Ed was left alone. Lost. And something inside him snapped. It started with grave robbing. At night, he would dig up freshly buried corpses. He took them home. Dismembered them. Turned their skin into furniture, clothing trophies. But soon, dead bodies weren't enough. He needed something fresher. Something alive. November 16, 1957. A woman named Bernice Worden disappeared from her hardware store. Her cash register was open. A trail of blood led to the door. The police followed the clues. Straight to Ed Gein's farm. They stepped inside. And what they found shook them to the core. A severed human head in a bag. A chair upholstered with human skin. Leg bones turned into furniture. A belt made of nipples. And the worst discovery of all. Bernice Worden's headless body hanging from the ceiling like a deer. Ed Gein was arrested immediately. He admitted everything. The grave robbing. The murders. The skinning. The horrifying projects he had planned. He said he was making a suit of human skin. So he could become his mother. He was declared insane. Spent the rest of his life in a mental institution. He died in 1984. But his story lived on. His crimes inspired the most terrifying characters in horror history. Norman Bates. Leatherface. Buffalo Bill. The world of horror owes everything to Ed Gein. The man whose house was a real-life horror movie. Sometimes, the scariest monsters aren't the ones on the screen. They're the ones who live next door. Waiting. Watching. And planning something far worse than fiction.